Aloha Sagittarius, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your tarot scope for December 2023. For my December Saggies, happy birthday to you. It's been a while since I've done a zodiac reading, so I felt prompted and several people asked me to do them, so here we are. Okay, so before I get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand, as well as thank you so much for those who have donated, tipped, sent me things from the Amazon wish list, as well as for those who comment. I'm grateful for all of that, so thank you guys so much. Several of you have asked, how did I open my intuition? How did I get started on doing the tarot? All of that, okay? So I did post my a wake-up experience that I had from 2002. That's on a blog on my website. You're welcome to look at that. It wasn't until 2012 that I entered neurolinguistics programming training. And that's when I realized what had happened to me and started to open up my intuition and learn how to use it. And so I took a course that they offered called Diamonds in Your Mind. It's a meditation course and a right brain training that helps you to expand your intuition, and it helps you to learn how to adjust your health and well-being from the inside out, to adjust your body systems. It helps you to learn how to work out problems from the inside out. It expands your intuition. And, you know, I even regulate my body temperature through what I learned there. So it's really quite amazing. I took that class several different times. At that time, you had to be in person and pay. Each time it wasn't accessible online. And I kept taking that training because the more that you take it, the more that you watch it, the more your intuition expands. Well, my mentor has recently put this offering online, so you can buy this course and have it for life. So it's a one-time investment, and then you have the course for life. And I'm really stoked for you guys because this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So that is how I learned how to open my intuition. I now use it full-time as work that I do. I never thought that I would be doing that, but you don't have to use it for that. Your intuition is useful for everything day to day. The intuitive mind is the master and the ego is the servant, okay? And when we get that together, then we are able to manifest anything. So in the description box below, I have included how to buy that course. And so there you go. Okay, so thank you guys so much. And then for those of you who would like to enter the drawing, I do a free to win drawing every month for a 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here just for the messages. All right, Sagittarius, let's get to your reading. So what we're going to do here, I am doing the Goddesses, Gods, and Guardians cards to pick out who is going to be your guide and the general theme for your month of December. We're going to look at the Star Codes Astro cards to go a little deeper, and then the Light Seers Tarot as well. Okay, so this is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Please do watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. That's going to give you a really complete view of the energies of your December. Woo! All right. So we have Isis is going to be your guide this month. Sacred Contracts. Wonderful. Okay, so Sagittarius, you may already be drawn to the goddess Isis. She's quite amazing in multiple ways, but in this particular viewpoint, you have sacred contracts that are going to be up for, how do we say this? Negotiation, right? Up for, you might be entering into sacred contracts. You may be dissolving certain sacred contracts, but this would be your Akashic records, the sacred contracts that we make before, our soul contracts, before we come to earth. Okay, so there is what I'm feeling, a leveling out, a balancing that's occurring. So if you have done well in your relationships and your sacred contracts, you're going to continue to do that. If there are karmic debts that need to be paid, that's coming up in the month of December as well. So it all depends on how you have handled yourself, Sagittarius. Let's look. What areas are the sacred contracts? What areas is Sagittarius being guided to in these sacred contracts? What areas, Isis? Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So we have the 10th house of authority, 11th house of community, and Virgo digest. All right, beautiful. So for many of you, what I love about this is the sacred contracts of you coming into your own inner authority. Okay? So some of you may be taking a leadership position and a position in the community if you don't already have this. So you're expanding to this. This is the area where your sacred contracts are going to be most alive, we'll say, the most active. We also have Virgo. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but Virgo has to do with digestion, details, okay? Coming into the details of it all, okay? So I do feel like with the sacred contracts here that you're actually going to be going over the details. You're going to be moving into this leadership position. You're going to be, some of you may even be farming. That's kind of like very specific, but they're showing me this wheat and having it flow through the hands. So some of you might actually be physically farming, Sagittarius. That's not going to be for everyone, but that's a way, that's a contract that you have with the community. This is really beautiful, okay? So you are entering into a time where your sacred contracts, your Akashic records, are saying that you are to start to be in a leadership position, that you're to start to be in a influence or influencer of the community, okay? And you're going to do it in a different way. Now, some of you with this Virgo digest, it's very, very specific, but beyond the farming, some of you might be working on like health food or ways to help people to digest. There's a lot in the abdomen, okay, with this, okay? So it doesn't have to be that you're building, but there is something about bringing well-being to the community and doing it through the gut in some way, okay? And this is also saying to trust your gut instincts. So if you're not, because that's very, very specific, so that is not going to be for everyone. So if you're not in that type of field or what you're bringing to the community, this is you really feeling your gut instinct and your inner authority so that you can come into the community and really spread your information, your codes, to others. Some of you may already be in a leadership position. You're just going to be shining in a higher way. More people are going to be coming in, and this is sacred contracts of people that you're supposed to meet so that you can serve the community. It's really beautiful, Sagittarius. It's like you're really leveling up in your maturity. I know I've been reading for you guys for a few years, and Sag, you've been through a lot of change, transformation, some really hard aspects at different times over the last few years, and now you're coming into all of those lessons that you have learned are actually going to serve the community. So you've had those sacred contracts with others to learn from them, and now they're coming up to be to serve the community as well. So all right, let's look at this. Whoa, okay. All right, and they said one more. It's actually two. All right, cool. So we have Queen and King of Wands here. So you're showing up as yourself, balanced both in the masculine and feminine qualities. That being said, some of you may have a sacred contract that if you're not already in a relationship, you're about to enter into a spiritual or sacred contract with a love, okay? This would be power couple type of energy. This would be destined whenever it's the same suit. This is a very passionate connection. This is also one where you will affect not only yourself, but the community from what you're learning together. Okay? Some would call this like divine counterparts. Some would call it twin flames. Whatever it may be, or soulmates. Whatever your wording is for that. This is a sacred contract. So those of you that are single Sagittarius, there is in December the opening, because he has the rune of opening on his torch and it's pointed towards her. Okay, there's the opening of this relationship. For others, this is you coming into union with yourself, really being solid in your power and your authority, because we go back to the authority here, your inner authority. But I do feel like you're going to be very magnetic, because the community is going to be very attracted to you, very attracted to what you have to say, what you need to do. We have Page of Cups here, and this is the fantasy. This is full of love. Okay, so some of you do have someone, because we've got the Tower here, the Wheel, Four of Cups, and then Eight of Wands. So this isn't meant to be solely a love reading, but I do feel like by you being in your power, Sagittarius, and standing in your own authority, I do feel like you have someone that's going to surprise you from the past. It may be someone that you wanted to be in relationship with, but I feel like they're going to surprise you with communication. Okay, some of you, it's someone new, because Four of Cups says she's looking at the past, but it's saying you're not to take the past person, you're to take the new, okay, and to let go of the past. But with this Tower, it's and the Wheel together. I love the Tower and the Wheel together because it says you have a surprise change. Everything's kind of maybe gone awry at a different time frame, but now the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And so it's saying that you are going to be favored. And specifically in love, you have a lot of that, okay? We have Six of Wands, which is recognition. This is recognition after a long and hard journey, after a battle. This is victory, okay? I'm going back to my cheerleader days, like a big V, we want a victory. Okay, so it's like Sagittarius, you are in that, right? A big V. We're getting that victory, okay? And so it feels like you're going to be victorious, not just in the community, but in love. You're going to get the recognition that you deserve. The spotlight is on you. It is your birthday and solar return season for my December Saggies, so there is already a that look, right? There's already the spotlight on you. But this goes beyond that. This is recognition of the hard work that you've done. And this is sacred contracts. So for some of you, there's someone returning who was a divine counterpart, but maybe you've been in separation for a long time. Okay. The wheel is turning, and it's turning in your favor. This is fated situations. Okay. This is sacred contracts in December. So pay attention to the people who enter your life, and pay attention to the people that leave, because this is fated. This is, they're saying to digest all of the changes that are happening, because it is part of your contract. Okay? So if some people exit your life, it's because it's making room for the new ones to enter. If someone comes back, it's because it's been fated that they come back. Now, you still use your good judgment. You use your authority. Okay, if someone treated you like shite, okay, you don't go back to them, right? We don't go back into toxic situations. We use our good judgment. You use your authority and your gut instinct with that. But if you feel that this person has changed and that you guys are in alignment at this time, absolutely revisit that, because this is fated connections. It's like magnetism, soul contract situation. So if you guys were trying to get recognized as a social media influencer, the likelihood is high in the month of December for a post going viral, or you being seen in the community, because all in all, you're going to be really seen. If you've been building a business, this can be a business partnership. That's a sacred contract. That's power couple. It doesn't mean you're romantically involved. For those of you who are already in relationship, and it doesn't have to do with love. This can be a business partnership where you guys can go into the community, and it's fated. It's a sacred contract, okay? But there is a time here where you are being asked to step into your own authority this month, Sagittarius, to be in your power and to let yourself be seen in the community, because it is important. It is a fated, sacred contract that you have to go into the community. Okay, use your gut instinct. For those of you that are farmers, you're going to be going into the community, or those of you who are building that, medicine for the gut, that's going to be seen by others. It's going to be recognized. For others that are building business, it's like you're getting recognized, period. So whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest, this is an element of sacred contract. This is an element of fate that's coming in. So you can meditate with Isis and really step into the power. Many of you may have ties to ancient Egypt. I love this person because she reminds me of one of my friends who absolutely adores the goddess Isis. So they look very similar. So this is a beautiful reminder. And she so happens to be a Sagittarius as well, so that's really cool. Hopefully she watches this one, because that's awesome. But you guys are going to be seen at this time, and the things that happen in the month of December, I would say write it down, keep a journal, because these are fated connections. And so keep a journal of the events that happen in December, because they are going to affect your life positively for years to come, because you were meant to be in these contracts with people. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. So thank you so much, Sagittarius. Happy birthday for my December Saggies. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, remember it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am entering into sacred contracts. I'm entering into sacred contracts. That lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I will do that on the first of the month and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha.